Good evening. This is Hiroki. Only English ここまでね。僕本当十数年ぶりに、バンクーバーの映画祭に、また来れてすごく嬉しくて、で今回ワールドプレミアムで、バンクーバーでやれるっていうのがすごく本当嬉しいです。
It's a joy to be here, and it's well over 10 years that I was here last, and to have this film presented as our world premiere. I'm very glad that we are able to show it here.
Hi, こんにちは。Thank you for coming today. My name is Ai Hashimoto. This is my first time to Vancouver, so I'm looking forward to finding out how you enjoy this film. Please enjoy the film to the end. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight. So I'm very happy so invited in this Vancouver International Film Festival. So really first time I can come here. So I'd like to say representatives of the all of the staff. So very thank you very much, and enjoy the screening. Thank you.
So as I said before, please stay behind for the Q&A with them so that you can ask them questions and hear them talk about this film, which is really quite special, especially in the last 30 minutes, so don't fall asleep then. And Paul Baldwin will be here to translate for us. Thank you. If you were surprised by that moment when she met Sheena-san, the boy. So now we're really happy to have director Mr. Hiroki Ryuichi and actress Ms. Ai Hashimoto back to talk about the films. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. I just maybe want to ask Hiroki-san to talk a little bit about the background of this film, because it's adapted from the novel of a very famous writer, and how he adapted this film, what his views are about, puppy love, as well as his experience, or how he wants to represent the sort of small town life of Japan.
はい、これは去年の6月に、富山という町で撮影をしていました。
This was filmed beginning last June in a town called Toyama in rural Japan.
富山というのは日本の大体真ん中あたりにあって、日本海と中国と、韓国とのある日本海にのある港町ですね。
To explain a little about where Toyama is, it's in central Japan on the Japan coast side. By Japan coast, I'd say the Japan Sea is the sea that is in between Korea, China, and Japan, and it's in a small city that's faced on the coastal side of Japan.
金沢ってきっとみんな、金沢っていうのはあるんですけど、近くに金沢っていう市があって、本当にその富山に行った時の風景っていうのがすごく今の日本の、地方都市の風景だったんですね。
Kanazawa is close by Toyama. Some of you may know Kanazawa. It's a little bit well known, but both Kanazawa and Toyama, this area of Japan, is sort of represents what rural Japan is like. Not the bigger city, but more the smaller country of Japan.
それでそこで生活してる若い人たちの話をなんかその小説もあって、すごく僕も基本的にはその東京生まれではないんで、地方から東京に行った人なんで、その、生活をなんかすごく描きたくなりました。
The novel, first of all, it explains about people living in rural Japan, about what goes on in the daily lives of people living outside of the bigger cities. Now, I myself came out to Tokyo. I wasn't originally from Tokyo. I came out to Tokyo from the countryside, and so I really wanted to portray this in a film, and was very interested in doing this.
それで原作に出会って、すごく原作が好きで、映画にしたいなとずっと思ってました。その原作を書いた人は最後の方でプールに落とされてましたけど。
Now, after reading the original of the novel, that I really wanted to make this film. Now, one of the small facts to this film is that the person who wrote the story, was one of the people that was pushed into the pool at the end.
Thank you for that. And I'd like to ask Ms. Hashimoto Ai a question. So when her film Beautiful Star showed here last year, directed by Yoshida Daihachi, and the film was like the biggest hit of all the Japanese films shown last year, and a lot of people admired her in this film because in Beautiful Star she plays a beautiful girl who's so beautiful that people thought she was from Venus. But in this film, she has to play someone who actually is being neglected and passed over by the popular boy, and that she's actually doesn't get the guy she loves. So how does she kind of act in that film? How does she embrace that kind of challenge when she's doing this role?
ですね、最後まで人気な椎名君っていう男の子に対して、私の中で彼の存在がどの位置にあってどれぐらいの大きさでっていうのが最後まではっきりしたことが、分からなかったんですけど、でもなんかシーンによって大きくなったり小さくなったり、ここに来たりここに来たりみたいな、なんかそういうことがあって、でも多分今映画を見て思ったのは、彼女はもしかしたら時の流れというものにどこかこう反抗できる存在というか、変わらないものだったり不変なものっていうものをもしかしたら椎名君に期待していたのかもしれないし、でもそれだけじゃなくて彼女の中できっと彼のことをどこかで見下していたような気持ちっていうのも正直あったように思います。
First of all, that's a nice, difficult question. Now, when I tried to imagine myself in this role, that one of the things that I kept struggling with is how big was this Shina character within myself? Was he small? Was he big? What part of me was he from the heart? From further? Was he gut wrenching? Was whatever was his character? Now, to be honest, I struggled with that right to the very end. But that was one thing that was also part of the role. The role that I played was a role that wasn't quite sure what he was to myself. Now, after seeing the film, once the film was completed and seeing it, I realized that one of the things is that as the time passes and things change, this is something that perhaps I was hoping to come back when I met this Shina character, that this was maybe a part of me that I was trying to grasp that was not changing. With all the changing things in the world, perhaps I was hoping that this one thing had not changed. And in addition to that, I felt maybe that that my character was looking down on this Shina character. That now these are things that that sort of came together after seeing the film.
Thank you so much for such a complex reply. So I would love to put the questions out there for you to ask the director and as well as Ms. Hashimoto-san what you think about the film. So anyone would like to ask questions out there?
For me? Okay. So
sorry, someone will bring you a mic. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, sorry. Everyone, so just want to say the film was great. It's all good, and also Hi, welcome to Vancouver. It's like I saw a lot of places there. Okay. So my first question is for Ryuichi. It's like I noticed that somehow the film was kind of similar to another film, Sunny, and also to a film here, Lady Bird, which means because there's a bit of nostalgia in this film. And do you think there's like a rise of films that would bring nostalgia? And my second question to Ai, did you use any personal experiences during the filming of the film? Thank you.
ありがとうございます。自分の経験を生かすという、ことについては全く生かせなくて、で何かというと彼女との年齢差もありましたし、あと一番は東京との関係性が私とは全く違って、彼女は憧れてというか、自分の住む場所にないものを求めて東京に行ったんですけど、私は逆でずっと熊本、日本、田舎町出身なんですけど、その土地にずっといたかった人間だったのに、東京っていう首都に都会に行かざるを得なくなったという環境だったので、彼女とそこが全く逆でした。
The simple answer to that question about whether I could bring something from my past experience, the answer is no, there was nothing that I could bring. Now, the main reason to this is that a lot of this Ai character was very opposite to myself. One prime example, this character, she had fascinated going to Tokyo. There was a fascination for the big city, and that led her to want to come to Tokyo. In my case, it was exactly the opposite. I ended up having to move to Tokyo, although I wanted to remain where I was in rural Japan. Now, this is one prime example. I found that there were big differences to myself and the character in the film.
なのでそこは経験を利用できなかったんですけど、ただ私は個人的に過去を思い出したりとか、その過去思い出のある場所に行って自分の記憶をなぞるっていう行為がすごく好きな方なので、その彼女が辿ったゲームセンターだったり学校だったりっていうところで、そういう自分のそういう経験というか、いつも自分が思い出すような感じで彼女を演じている時も同じような感覚でやっていました。
Having said that, and although there were no direct experiences, I truly like the fact of going back to my past to try and walk the steps that I used to walk. And so the scenes where she went back to revisit her past, these were scenes that were very true to heart as far as I was concerned. So going back to, for example, the scene at the game center, where she goes back and reminisces what happened in the past. This is something that is true to what I like to do, what I believe in, and from there I was able to connect with the character.
れは何ですか？はい、ありがとうございます。だから一番そうなんですね。僕は気をつけたのはノスタルジーな映画にはしたくないなと思っていて、今本当に、彼女が言ったようにその記憶をたどる旅をしてる今現在が一番すごくなんだろう、の時間を描きたかっただけです。
Now, in terms of trying to make a film of nostalgia, that not necessarily was I trying to make a film of nostalgia, but rather a film that reflects on people revisiting their past, and people who wanted to rely on nostalgia. So it's the present characters that are searching into their past. That is what I wanted to portray in this film.
実際僕は高校時代全然持ってなくて、もう大嫌いでしたからね。
The fact is, my own high school years, I was not popular at all, so I did not like my high school years.
I think the gentleman over there, please wait for the answer to give you a mic. Thank you. And you can also ask in Japanese if you want, because Paul can translate for us.
Okay. 来てくださってありがとうございます。監督さんには質問なんですけど、なんか2000年代に高校生だった人たちが主役の映画じゃないですか。でもそういう登場人物を描くのって年上の違う世代の監督さんとしては難しいところとかありましたか？
The question from the member of the audience is that now this film focused on youngsters who had their in the 2000s. They spent their high school years back then. Now, as a director of an older generation, did you have difficulties trying to express the days of youngsters?
でも高校時代っていうのは別に僕年が離れてても同じ経験をしてるだろうなというのと、原作の小説が、本当にもうリアルタイムの女性の方で富山に住んでる方で、彼女のその文章というか小説の中にちゃんとそういう部分が描かれてて、そうですね、だからすごく遠いことではないく描き出ましたけどね。はい。
Now, one answer to that is that I feel that we've all been through high school. The experiences that we've had in high school, a lot of these are timeless. We do experience the same sort of things during that sort of ages. So I was able to reflect on my past from there. The second point, the novel did express a lot of these in detail. The novel was written by somebody from Toyama, where the film took place, and so that the details in the novel helped me get the film that was expected.
でもちょっとドキドキしたんだけど、さっき見てて、ルーズソックスだっけってちょっと思ったんですけど。
One thing that I just noticed right now, after I was a little nervous seeing that loose socks in Japan was popular back then. Was that the right time and age?
Okay, anyone else would like to ask a question? There's someone way up there. Thanks.
橋本愛さんに質問なんですけど、先ほど東京に行くのが 私自分の本心っていうかではなかったっておっしゃってたんですけど、で今女優さんとしてすごい活躍されてて、そのちょっと東京に対する気持ちというか、今の自分の難しいですかねそういう、東京に対して今どういうふうにこう女優さんとして活躍されてて、で女優さんっていうのはちょっと特殊な仕事だと思うんですけど、どういうふうに東京が映ってるのかなってお聞きしたいんですけど。
The question is that Ms. Hashimoto had mentioned just moments ago that in her case it was difficult to come out to Tokyo because she would have rather stayed where she was rather than come to Tokyo. But currently, as a successful actress in Tokyo, that Tokyo might have a different meaning for her. Now, as an actress, which is in many ways a very difficult profession, and especially as a successful actress, what is her image of Tokyo now, and has it changed?
はい、今は東京のことすごく好きだし、東京での楽しみ方も自分なりに見つけられていると思うので、とても充実してます。ただなんか別にここが私の居場所だっていうふうになんだろう、腰を据えられるかっていうと違うなとも思っていて、もしかしたら他にもっといい居場所があるかもしれないし、でも世界中どこに行ってもきっと多分居場所っていう、なんかここだって思う居場所ってもしかしたら見つからないものなのかなとも思っていて、だからまあどちらかというと今いる場所とか今いる自分の環境を最大に充実させることっていうことに注力させるようにはしているので、基本的には毎日楽しいです。
The answer to that question, now currently I do like Tokyo. I've learned to love Tokyo more in many ways. And I have learned to enjoy Tokyo in my own way, in the way that I know best how to. So yes, Tokyo is a great place for me right now. However, now is Tokyo the place that I feel the most comfortable with? Now that is a different question, and I can't full-heartedly say that Tokyo is the place for me. But when I reflect on that, it gives me a different dimension to look into. That whether it is Tokyo, whether it is where I was from, whether it's any part of the world, now I may fall in love with a different place. I may never find that one place that's right for me. So I've learned to adapt to the place, to wherever I am living, and learn how to feel it special, how to call it home, and so I have my views of how to see where I live have changed. And yes, I love Tokyo.
Yes. That's right.
お二人に質問なんですけど、映画の中で一番好きなシーンを教えてください。
Okay, now this question is directed at both the director and the actress. What is your best scene in the film?
僕の場合は全シーンって答えるしかないんですね。
As a director, I have no choice but to say all the scenes.
答えてほしかったですね。監督の一番好きなシーン気になります。じゃあ私が言ってる間にちょっと考えといてもらってもいいですか？私は好きなシーンが本当に いっぱいあって、まあでも、私今見て泣いちゃったんですけど、そういう意味でこうグッときたのは、あたしっていう女の子を演じてる麦ちゃんがでもあたしっていう女の子がこう早朝の道で一人で歌いながら歩いて、彼が迎えに来てお金ちょうだいって言った時に、もしかして椎名君に会いに行くのかなって思った時にすごくグッときました。
After a long struggle as to finding which scene it was, and asking the director to think of a scene while she's answering, the scene that has come up is where the character, not her I character, but the me character, was walking towards the end, singing, and the guy that she was with, he comes to pick her up. Now that scene brought tears to my eyes after seeing it again here. Now it gave me a thought that maybe she was intending to go and meet Shina. It really struck my heart at the time when I saw that.
Talking about the wonderful scenes in the film, I wanted to ask about the scene when the three of them sing, but each of them sing one part of the song, and it's really magical and amazing. So how did he come up with that idea, and why did he want to do it this way?
Yeah. なんか、セリフではなくて、そのセリフとかじゃなくて、その彼らの気持ちがうまく出たいなっていうのは常々考えていることで、今回は口ずさんでもらいました。
Now, one thing that I try and focus on is that they're able to express their feelings in words. Now, in this particular film, I felt that expressing it, humming the words, in other words, singing, would be the best, and that's why I came up with this idea.
So, 来てくださいました。ありがとうございます。本当にすごく楽しく拝見させていただきました。私も実は同じ質問をしようと思っていたんですが、何か、このシーン、この映画を作ることにあたって一番難しかったシーンとか難しかった出来事などエピソードがありましたらお聞かせください。
From the member of the audience, she says that she enjoyed the film very much. She was going to ask the same question as a previously asked question, so she sort of changed the tune and wants to hear what the most difficult scene or the difficult experience during filming occurred.
難しかったのはですね、やっぱ原作が中編っていうその中編集なんですね。で何話かの話がそれぞれに主人公がいて、椎名君の話があったり、本当に何編かの小説集なんで、それを一つにやっぱり1時間2時間以内の映画にまとめるのが一番大変でしたね。そのエピソードを選ぶっていうことが。で、3人、
And, yes, the most difficult, I would say, after now the novel itself, it's an accumulation, it's a compilation of several shorter stories. Now finding which short stories would be the best, and to try and make a film under 2 hours that was the biggest difficulty, just trying to put this together as one film.
そうなんで、映画見ると分かるんですけど、私をやった、私を中心っていうか、私の目線で全部をまとめていくっていうことが分かるまではすごく大変でした。作業でした。脚本の段階で。
So while the stages of script writing now, until I finally came to the conclusion to focus this around the Miss Hashimoto's Ai character, until I came to that realization and the script was written around that, I'd say that was the most difficult part.
Oh, でも監督が難しかったこととほとんど一緒なんですけど、私の演じた私っていう女性の小説上のエピソードもそうなんですけど、本当に地味で彼女のエピソードが誰とも別れないし付き合わないし誰も好きじゃないし嫌いでもないしっていう、何かこうなんだろう、キャッチーなというか、こう浮き上がってくるものの強度というものがなかなかこう見つけるのが大変で、彼女が一体何を求めてどう生きれば映画の中でこうなんだろう粒立てるのかっていうところに一番難しさを感じました。
I hate to say that my answer is I find that the difficulties are similar to the directors. Now, the character that I portrayed in the novels, after going through the novels and reading the episodes of the Ai character, she is not what you call an eccentric character. She's a rather boring character. She doesn't go out with people. She doesn't break up with people. There are no real highs and lows to her character. She's just an average character. So trying to develop a character from a character that doesn't have much developing to do, that was one of the struggles that I felt.
So we only have time for one more question.
Well, first of all, thank you for this amazing film. I really enjoyed it. I have a question for Hiroki-san. Beside all the main characters, I became really interested in the Shina's sister, younger sister character, because she seems to be very independent from all the other main character stories. And then she only appeared in a few scenes in the movie. And we heard other characters talking about Tokyo, mention Tokyo a lot of times throughout the whole film, but we only saw Tokyo, the actual Tokyo, in the very end of the film with the younger sister character in it. So to me, the younger sister kind of represents maybe another possibility of the outcome of going out to Tokyo. So I'm just very interested in hearing the director's interpretation of having this younger sister character in the film. Thank you.
Director
says yes, you can call it a beginning of a part 2, but our actress here completely disagrees.
いや、でも彼女たちが東京に憧れる。で、妹もまた東京に憧れて東京に行きます。で、きっと、どんな経験をしていくのかなという、ですね。
So yes, the film repeats of people talking about Tokyo. There are some characters that are fascinated with Tokyo, wanted to go to Tokyo, and of course the younger sister was one of them. The younger sister ends up making it to Tokyo, and it's a wide open book after that.
でもしんぽくん、赤い髪の を演じた渡辺大知さんっていう俳優さんは朝子ちゃんは私になるって言ってました。失敗じゃないけど失敗するんじゃないかっていう意見を言われてました。
Now the Daichi Watanabe played the role of Shimpo, the character that dyed his hair. His personal comments was that she was going to become like him, that she wasn't going to succeed the way that outcome will be the same outcome as his. One opinion.
We actually have run out of time, so unfortunately we cannot answer any more questions, but the film is showing again tomorrow at 11 in the morning, so if you want to come see again, watch the film again, or ask questions again, or tell your friends, please do. And in addition to thanking Hiroki Kantoku and Ms. Hashimoto and Paul for doing the great translation, we also want to acknowledge and thank the crew of the director and the actors for coming all the way here from Japan. There's like a lot of them. There's a producer, there's like the camera crew and all the other people helping this film. So they're all here. So we'd like to say thank you to them. If they're here, please stand up.
Eh, この映画10月の19日から日本で公開されるんですね。で、本当に皆さんが本当に最初のお客さんです。ぜひこの映画を応援してやってください。
Now this film, the film begins in Japan on the 19th of October. This audience right here, you truly are the first audience group of people that have seen this film. And so I hope you will support this film and wish for the film's success on our behalf. Thank you very much.